Psychosis. Dear diary, I feel like I'm watching out everyone else live out their lives while I'm still trapped in a glass box. Life doesn't make sense at all. I need someone to connect me back to the real world.
Bipolar disorder. Dear diary, I just came from a party. I was its life. Everyone was laughing and admiring me, and now I want to shoot myself.
Depression. Dear diary, I'm not okay. I'm just good at pretending that I am. How did I go from a little bubbly girl to this? I'm always assuring others of how beautiful and precious they are because I don't want them to feel like I do. The opposite.
Dear diary, I'm having a nervous state of my worst sort. Everything bores me and I hate it. The only way I can describe myself is miserable beyond repair. I am empty in every corner of my being.
PTSD. Dear diary, I became what I am today at the age of 15 on one frigid Friday night. I remember the precise moment, crouching behind the wall, peeking into the next room filled with fear. Looking back, I realized that I've been peeking into the same room for the last 5 years. These are examples of the 5 common mental disorders, that is psychosis, bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, and PTSD. I'm Kamau Lydia, the project manager.
I'm Lauren Njoro, the designer. I'm Naomi Chepkema, the sales manager.
I'm Frida Nduta, the marketer.
I'm Tabi Wangeshi, the financial director.
And we are
the GeekSquad.
Mental disorders are common. Mental health experts estimate that at least 1 amongst 4 people will suffer from mental disorders at any point of their lifetime. Globally, the accepted psychiatrist to patient ratio is 1:10,000, but in Kenya, the psychiatrist to patient ratio is 1:5 million. Treatment of mental disorder is an uphill task, especially in countries where resource allocation is low and where there is shortage of specialists. Professor Luka Atoli, the Dean of the School of Medical Psychiatry at the Moi University, said that the increased suicidal cases, and these may worsen by 2030 due to neglect of the sector. Medical health is inaccessible to those who need them the most. As a result, we came up with T4G to bring these services closer to the people.
T4G is an app for people with mental disorders. T4G means Together for Good. For a first-time user, they are required to register and then answer the evaluation questions, which consist of a set of questions based on various mental disorder symptoms in order to determine the disorder one is likely to be suffering from. For a regular user, they are required to log in and for privacy purposes. It gives you a list of friends who have the same disorder and whom you can share with using chat platform. Also, there are professionals who include doctors, volunteers, and counselors who you can consult. Once the user is done using the app, they are required to log out.
Why we do use our app? It is without doubt that there are various applications in the market that cater for mental disorders. Some of these include the PsyTest, which gives the test, gives the results, and appropriate advice to the person suffering from the mental disorder. Another one is AMDT, which stands for All Mental Disorder and Treatment, which gives the description, gives the causes, prevention, and treatment of the mental disorder. However, you would opt to use T4G if you are seeking for a platform where all mental disorders are incorporated and one can easily communicate with the specialist and friends.
People could be suffering from some of these disorders without really knowing about it. These disorders affect people between the ages of 15 to 35 years. As a result, we intend to create awareness of mental disorders as well as application on the social media platforms, since most of these people are found there.
In order to sustain our applications, we are going to rely on sponsors and donors since our app does not charge the users. We intend to partner with other organizations who have the same initiatives to ours. Example, the PDO in Nakuru. We aim to work together with other psychological training institutions so as to get psychology students as volunteers in our app, e.g. the universities. T4G,
Together for Good.